on, sing along. Blue Mountain Mystery, Blue Mountain Mystery, the secret in the hills. Come on, sing along. Blue Mountain Mystery, Blue Mountain Mystery, the secret in the hills. Yeah!
Hello everybody, today is April 2nd, 2021, and we're on the LAC MTA's Expo line heading towards 7th Street. We're going to transfer at 7th Street onto a train to Union Station, where then we'll take the Coast Starlight up the coast. So, sit back and relax. As far as it goes at the time of both filming this and recording this video. At this point, the regional connector is well on its way to being open to the public, and so that will be pretty exciting. Anyways, because at the time this was the end of the line and because the regional connector was still under construction, we had to go down to the lower level and catch a subway train for one of the red or purple lines.
Alright. Geez, someone spilled their food. Dad, hurry up!
And in practically no time at all, one of the subway trains arrived. And yes, I know that there is the red and purple line that these subway trains are, but I'll refer to them as the subway trains because I don't want to spend the time figuring out which one was which. After we got some food, we got onto the platform that the train would be departing from. And just as we got there, the Coast Starlight was backing into the station. Well prepared, too.
All right.
We eventually got into our room as we decided to do a room for the trip. And while we were in our room, a Pacific Surfliner train went into the station. And then it left the station. Anyways, here we're going to take the Coast Starlight from Los Angeles all the way to Oakland. There used to be several trains by the Southern Pacific that went directly into Oakland. Unfortunately, those trains are now history. As of when I was recording this, though, a startup company called Dreamstar plans to implement overnight trains from Los Angeles to directly into San Francisco. So that'll be interesting. At 10:10 a.m., the Coast Starlight departs from Los Angeles Union Station, and this time its departure is right on time. Unfortunately for us, though, the arrival into Oakland would not be the same for us.
There you go, from that to link.
That there is an SC44 Charger. Amtrak has been purchasing a lot of these lately to replace older locomotives. $170 and $169.
I didn't think it was the best.
This here is a yard near a little north of Los Angeles Union Station where Metrolink serves and repairs most of its fleet of commuter rail coaches as well as its locomotives.
Tickets if they haven't been scanned already, please have them out ready.
Hey.
Turn on your phone, turn on right.
Oh, good timing.
DMV? Right on.
That's all we need. Just do it.
Yeah, he's recording.
Just the scanning portion of the ticket, either on your electronic device or on your...
He just got you on the recording.
Yeah.
Just come down the hall, just have those.
So, are you at the DMV to get your plates? We good? No, we're good. Thanks, Gino. Are you photos or recording?
Recording.
Okay. And photos?
I'll do some photos.
This site here is the site of the 2005 Glendale train crash. 11 people were killed when Juan Manuel Alvarez attempted to commit suicide by parking his car on the train tracks. He eventually abandoned the suicide attempt, but the train hit the car and that train derailed. Which ultimately killed 11 people. He has since been sentenced to life in prison without parole, and I think that is a good thing. Though I kind of wish he was executed for that.
Less than 12 hours. So. Because we're gonna get up back and then basically settle down Caltrain at the airport.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be tomorrow morning. You can imagine something. Okay, come on. Come on.
Go. No, I don't want the crossing side of the Tampa on it. It's mostly graffiti. I think we passed this by the Glendale train crash.
Really?
Yeah.
You can tell me.
They can go right in Burbank.
But then I could hear you. There were times when I could hear you, and it was working fine on my end, but you could never hear me. Is that right? So that has nothing to do with that microphone. That has to do with. Too long, but I just want to connect.
I was going to go get that talking to.
Okay. How much? How much? Wow, that's great. Can I talk? But yeah, so that's the train that Harrison's wanted to ride for a real long time. No, you hear me? You're good. You're good. I have a question. Oh, cool. I didn't run that call. I was let's say right now. No.
I am speaking medical stuff.
Here at Chatsworth is the site of the 2008 Chatsworth train crash. An engineer on a Metrolink train that was headed north missed a signal and crashed head-on into a Union Pacific local. 25 people were killed, including one person who survived the Glendale train crash that I mentioned earlier.
I'm in the sleeper car.
You scan your ticket?
Yes, you scanned the ticket.
Sorry. Remember the name. And got you. Oh, yeah.
Because there was a train at the station platform at Simi Valley, we eventually had to stop at a siding prior to Simi Valley, as the Simi Valley station is only single-tracked. Soon enough, though, that train eventually passed, and it was a southbound Pacific Surfliner train. It also had a car from the Capital Corridor / San Joaquin's pool. While Simi Valley is currently single-tracked, Metrolink does have a plan to double-track the Simi Valley station. However, that is going to take some time, most likely. But hopefully, the double-tracking won't be too far off in the future. Eventually, though, we would leave the siding and head into Simi Valley. Those lights there are triangular lights, from what I've heard.
Ronald Reagan presidential library, huh?
One interesting note is that some of the crossings on this line still have mechanical bells. Those are the bells that go clang, 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 instead of the current electronic bells that go bam, 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 bang, 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 bang. And that would just, and when they would stop, they would go bap. So, yeah, that's a bit of an interesting fact. California has a lot of agricultural related places, mainly the Central Valley, But there are still some places around the Los Angeles area that that do have agricultural farms and whatnot.
Damn cool. Yes.
Thank you.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this is your dining car strip. If you have an 11:30 lunch reservation, please make your way to the dining car. 11:30 lunch reservation, please make your way to the dining car. Alrighty, Miss Lorna, going into the dining car. You have a couple to-go orders, Lorna, to the dining car.
That's alright.
One YouTube video of trains that I constantly looked at a lot as a kid took place at this crossing right here. Somewhere around 2005, a Pacific Surfliner train crashed into a semi that was stopped at the crossing there. There's actual footage taken of it, and that footage is also part of a Destroyed in Seconds episode. So that's pretty interesting.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now arriving Oxnard. If Oxnard is your station stop, please gather together your person belongings, make way to the lower level, be prepared to exit the train. Oxnard. Oxnard, this station stop.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is your dining car steward, folks. I'm short 2 people for reservations in the dining car. So I'm missing 2 people. If you were going to have lunch in the dining car, we have your spot.
Anyways, here we're arriving at Oxnard, California. And here we're departing from Oxnard.
Alright. Got the last seat. Right, I thought we were going the other way. Where's the old one? I don't know. It says seating closed. You have to come over here, sweetheart. Maybe you can sit over there and see if that's cool. Then you might as well sit. See, there's a table over there. I'll be right back.
CPCO44 Oxnard.
No, I'm not a creep. I was just concerned about why this kid had an iPhone and while he looked like he was like 8 or something. I believe that kids who are younger than Sunrail at this time should not have cell phones or be on the internet.
Yeah, the stuff is back at home. And I don't live in California.
There's also, I think that's what was like the seating pod, so you can go downstairs. They told me here. Yeah, it's in this car, but it's downstairs. In this car, but downstairs? Yes. Okay, thank you. Awesome.
That track over there used to be it goes to a line that was part of the original track that the Southern Pacific built as part of the coastline.
You guys got stopped around
the
here?
track we were on just now between Burbank and East Ventura was known as the Montalvo Cutoff.
That must have taken
It was
a
built by
while.
the Southern Pacific when it still existed. Also, about that part where I was talking to somebody and they were talking about a delay there, I think that is kind of a bit of foreshadowing right there.
Steel truck.
If you do step off the train, please stay close to the train. Do not go into the station. Do not walk around. Do not go out onto the pier looking for chocolate ice cream cones, or you'll miss the train. We'll leave without you. You can stay in Santa Barbara if you like. It's a beautiful town. If you want to continue on, please stay close to the train. Listen for the all aboard. This is Santa Barbara, folks. Santa Barbara, the station stop.
Santa Barbara.
Yep. Yeah. We're now going by the Pacific Coast, where it literally puts the coast in the Coast Starlight. We'll be next to the Pacific Coast for a while before we eventually head inland into San Luis Obispo, so enjoy the scenery.
That office seems to be around October. Probably why that goes there. I guess.
キラキラ熱い夏の花で麦わら帽子のラララの月にいたのエクテラ夢で
Yeah? No.
不思議な道吹き潮の満ち引き夢見たいに出会えたら夏はロマンティック渚もロマンティック日差しもロマンティック高波を駆け上がって私はロマンティックあなたもロマンティック世界中ロマンティック家から
Man, I think half of it.
決めたいの
We were going over a bridge that I recognized from America by rail. What is the one when you feel the color of the skin is final day? Yeah? I think it may have been something exactly. Yeah. Does that work?
Yeah, no, let me finish before you pass. Yes, that works. The other option is to, when you're paying for person, right? So I can just go with person. So take the thing that you can do and then you figure out how to get the other. Thank you very much. Okay, I'll turn it off. Thank you, sir. Welcome. Dinner, do you worry about dinner or worry about dinner? What's everybody wants to do? Are you ready?
On the coast, we had lunch. We ordered the pasta and meatballs thingy, well, and also this one, I guess, weird Asian noodles thingy here. So, yeah, not too great, but hey, at least there was bread and butter, and at least there were desserts. That was the only good thing about the flexible dining things. But at least it would get better soon.
Mechanical bell.
What?
I said mechanical bell.
Did you get a picture of that? That thing?
I got a video. I'm getting video. Yeah. Huh? No, wait, no. Looks cool. On video, yeah, no, photo. I think there's a horse down there. And that's much of a just that you don't see mechanical bells often, at least in like urban cities, but they are somewhat common in the countryside, just not everywhere, as they're rapidly being replaced by electronic bells, which is what you hear in river crossings in urban areas, especially on RTD.
Yeah, can you do the railway test and stuff?
I believe so. I don't think they've had a major accident.
Was that about it?
No.
Was the other one test about it? Yeah, no,
Well, yeah. I think what you're talking about.
Maybe they got the Santa Ana one.
That's an old oil rig up there. At least an old oil pump thingy. Whether or if you call them, whatever it's called. Yeah. Well, you do know a lot then. Way more than me. Don't. Nah, I think it's better for. If they were, nah, I think it'd be better left alone or used for farming. Besides, I don't want. Oh, besides, farm. Yeah. Well, I think, yeah, maybe those are a couple of cows. In India, they would be more important than your life. Yeah, they do go that far. But...
I think here comes a long one. Oh, sure. Or maybe he honks randomly.
He's not gonna sing
But maybe there are some areas on track where you have to whistle, because there are whistle signs in a lot of places.
Yeah.
Not just crossings.
We have now arrived at San Luis Obispo. For the Pacific Surfliner, this is the end of the line. But for us, it's still a long ways to go. The only thing that would complete that railroad museum is a steam locomotive. Sorry about that. I'm a bit of a sucker for Southern Pacific's MT class locomotives, as well as their cab forwards. You know, like from the SP. I wish more than just 4294 was preserved. I wish a few Southern Pacific mountain types were preserved. Very few mountain types have been preserved across the US. Okay, not every railroad museum requires a steamy, but just get a feeling that maybe...
A lot of people getting on.
I can tell. San Luis Obispo must be a popular stop. COVID or no COVID.
Smooth.
Want to go for a picture? Yep.
Let's look at the head and locomotives, shall we? The two locomotives are Amtrak P42DCs numbers 169 and 170, built by General Electric in 2001. They were about 20 years old at the time, and they're now set to be replaced by ALC 42 Chargers as they wear out. So, that'll suck. And now, we're on the road again. The terrain coming up will be incredibly mountainous, so look forward to that, definitely.
You saw me.
I was a bit worried, other than that. No,
I gotta be
not
honest.
really.
From the way they described it, I thought they were staying longer.
Yeah.
You know, I was in the toilet. And I heard the horn. I'm like, I'm not missing the train because it's being on the toilet. So I was like, so what's
The
happening?
toilet in the station?
Yeah.
Why would you use the toilet in the station?
Just because it's better, it's bigger, and you don't feel like you're, you know, like a tiny little, in a container. I don't know, I just like taking the toilet in the bigger.
Well, I prefer to do it.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay, that means there's the conversation.
CP0248N San Luis Obispo.
I think we have 2 more stops before we reach San Jose.
Really? That's it? 2 stops?
They are a distance from one another.
Yeah.
And we'll also take a bit because we're going to go through some mountains. Yes.
Don't say it.
Yep, they are. There aren't any back into the cars. Yeah, we're going to go through some tunnels. They aren't as long as the tunnels in Colorado, but they'll most likely be enough to cut you from cellular service. if you ever do make home.
I hung around a lot. Went outside, looked around for about 10 seconds, went inside, waited for some guy to finish the bathroom, went into the bathroom, and then I was in there, the corner now.
Was it a longhorn?
Yeah.
Longhorn basically means, hey, you have to get on board if you're on the train.
Yeah, but that's what I did. Yeah. So I was considering that the all aboard signal.
It's a good thing you did. Otherwise I'd probably would have gotten worried and
I would have to find some way to meet you in San Fran.
I would have probably pulled the brake, maybe.
Are you?
Never mind.
Why in the world would you do that?
Okay, if you're still deciphering
but-
what I was saying
You can't do anything
there,
that's convenient to you.
yes, it is
Yeah,
true.
that's the
There
case.
was
Fine,
this
it's
one
fine,
time
that's
where
fine.
I actually did
Whatever.
pull an
Yes, sir.
emergency brake cord just because I got separated
sir.
from family. Happened in Salt Lake City on the front runner,
It should be a real
And-
reason. It shouldn't be just because your dad screwed up.
and I almost got into trouble because the transit police thought I looked a lot older, and yeah, I could have gotten into huge trouble from that.
Searchlights.
Let me give you an example of when it would be okay. Right?
Alright.
Let's say you accidentally left your baby in the station. You had a newborn baby, it was 1 year old, you left it in the station. That would be an okay time to pull that thing.
Alright. Man, that tunnel must... There's a blocked up tunnel right there. You missed it. With all that smoke pouring out of the diesel, Greta Thunberg must be really angry.
Also, just a reminder,
I don't know why they built that tunnel.
any train, even a steam locomotive, will still be better than any Tesla
Yeah, or
any
maybe that
day.
tunnel collapsed and they didn't bother fixing it.
Yeah, well, that's probably is what happened with the tunnel. But I'm saying, like, why would you even build a tunnel if you only needed to go a few feet further and just go around it, like, you know?
Yeah.
And then if like the tunnel collapsed and you're saying, oh, let's just use this open path here. I'm just saying, like, you could have had that thought at the beginning of it. So I think they must have torn down part of that hill.
Maybe because you have to go slowly through here. So far, no freight train interference.
Well, I'm not too sure about how many trains Union Pacific runs on this line anymore. I thought that because of the lack of freight trains, we'd get there quicker. That
we
or
go
all
to
the
the
freight
section
trains were on
I see you got
sidings
one
on the
tunnel,
other
but
side of the train.
Of course you can't get that on the plane because...
But the plane has some risk outside, right? Now, you don't have that risk. There's a cool, bad air, some gear, right? Something like that. But, so the United States has risk. And here, you said that, like, no windscreen, right? If you just had a problem, and you have time to get something about the windscreen. You could put a little bit, I remember that. Never 62. I thought I remembered that there was a window you could put faster. Either that was also. Because I remember, maybe there was something down there, something, you know, on the train. Just like that. Those back.
That's okay. We've been in there a bunch.
Yeah.
But that was really sweet, that lunch meal. Beautiful view of the ocean.
It was indeed an amazing ocean view.
Sorry folks, now arriving Paso Robles. Paso Robles will be a quick stop. If this is not your stop, please do not attempt to step off the train. Again, this is Paso Robles. Now arriving, we hope you enjoyed Charles Amtrak's Costa today.
We think you're the future of the Democratic Party in Florida. Yeah, I know you're the future of it, so there's nothing to do. Anyway.
Dad, what's that about? That was a quick stop. gun barrel.
We're passing by what appears to be an area that used to be part of an oil field. A lot of the oil derricks right now look to be as if they're not active, but there are still a few active oil derricks.
And quite a few abandoned ones as well.
Station number, and now it doesn't show tomorrow. Oh, maybe the next day. Not every day. So 28, 6:28. So that means it's 47. So about 20 minutes.
Yeah. At least it's not as bad as 3 hours or 2.5.
Shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that.
Never mind. It's just upsetting to see a lot of homeless people having to live in tents and even on railroad property, and I have a feeling they are sometimes also harassed by railroad police.
Probably. Homelessness, Harrison, is a really sad thing, but there's a lot of issues around it. It's not like you like to say, I know you've done it many times, and you expect us to solve this problem. I don't think anybody expects the problem to be solved. I think people just want a more humane treatment. I mean, people are homeless for a variety of reasons. Sometimes they don't really want to do the things that are needed for a person to, make a home. And in that sense, it's a lost cause. But I'm with you, though. I think it's a really important thing, and so if you want to make that your cause in your life, I totally support you.
Yeah, I got a bit frustrated because of the fact that there were a lot of homeless people near the tracks, and that now they expect my generation, Gen Zers, to take a side, red or blue, and basically attempt to fix the problem, even though it's kind of not entirely fixable, but I think you still get what I mean. But anyways, we're now arriving in Salinas, California. This station is set to eventually become a stop on the Caltrain, which we'll get to in a little bit too. However, that service is not expected to start by at least 2025. There's also a bit of railroad artifacts around here, and though I still wish that there was a steam locomotive there. Maybe a big one like a 482 or 484.
You going out or you staying?
That's just me.
I'll stay. Dad, please tell me you're on board.
Past me, Dad was right there. You could see him.
Keep getting twisted around. Did you see me out there?
No. All I did was text if you were on board.
Why, you were getting nervous?
A bit.
Come on, Harrison. Trust your dad. I mean, I'm not dumb, We're getting our food here.
Yeah.
Do it this way.
Machine, dare you need my meat?
Yeah, we don't need to lock this because our food's coming.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah.
Hold on.
Looked like plastic, but it could have been like a fabric. Probably
We're
designed
coming up to
by
Watsonville
instructor.
Junction near the towns of Pajaro and Watsonville.
So
Pajaro
the water
literally
probably
means
designed to have
bird in
water.
Spanish. This is coming from a
Capture
guy
the
who
water,
speaks
keep the water in the
some
soil,
degrees
not
of
have
Spanish.
sun
Anyways, Pajaro Watsonville is eventually set to become a stop on the Caltrain extension into Salinas.
Very curious.
However, that probably won't come until 2026 at best. So, but still, it'll be exciting to see expansions because I am all in for rail expansions of any kind, even if it were by a private company. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. Also, you'll see a couple of Union Pacific locomotives, as maybe this is somewhat used by freight trains too. We're now in Caltrain territory as we passed Gilroy, and we're now in Morgan Hill, California. This is one of the many stops on Caltrain, and we'll soon enough get to San Jose, but it'll be dark by the time we get there, so yeah.
Ambo.
Hello, Lumber. A little bit. Guys sent a text, and I was on the train, and I'm like, you know, why you send in the group that I'm gonna freak out? I said, well, just I said, I'll throw fuel on the fire. Anyways, yeah, we're out. It's kind of like, you know, that's a little later. Let's do it. I'll stay talking. It's starting dark. It's not too far behind. Half hour, 25 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
So we're probably going to open around 10, and then you'll get lift over across the bridge.
Hello, Mom. How are you?
Oh, he's on the express. I'm on the local, Liz. He's on the
Nice.
express.
Wait, I'm on the express.
He's on the express.
We eventually got into San Jose at around 9:18 p.m. That's 8:18 p.m. Mountain Time.
When you swing out your butt.
Anyway, San Jose is actually the biggest city in the Silicon Valley, having over 1 million people. The station is also a station that requires that step. The passenger ahead of me did use a step, but I decided to do this, what I thought was a parkour move. So yeah, I got off and we got some fresh air. Also, you will see a few stumps and as well as some poles sticking out, and those are for electrification wires for Caltrain electrification.
Train coming in.
Huh?
We soon left San Jose, and we were going to get into Oakland until, well, you'll see.
When my wife, when we go out, I'm looking at, we went to go take the baby to my brother's house. Yeah, one bag full of all the clothes that she washed. I'm like, what's all this for? I'm like, oh my god. You never know. Up there.
I'll see you guys later. You guys ready to get on in your car?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Well, as you know, the dining car attendant turned us all back.
Yeah, I'm over talking around. That's ridiculous. He told me to do that or
Here we go. What the hell?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Amtrak 14, the Coast Starlight. Next stop in about a little over an hour will be Oakland, Jeff London Square. When we know to stop, you're allowed to get off and smoke at. Get them all you can.
For what he said about Oakland, that was going to be true until... we got stopped by a freaking fire! Yeah, there was apparently an oil refinery on fire in an urban area. Somebody decided to build an oil refinery in an urban area. What could possibly go wrong with that? And we would have been stuck until 6 in the morning had the engineer not negotiated with the fire chief to allow the firefighters to douse the fire enough to allow for us to proceed. Eventually, though, the firefighters doused the fire enough to allow for us to proceed. And in a move that I am about 50% sure would have been totally normal in the 1940s, but is now considered a health and safety violation by railroads these days, I stuck my head out the window and took video with my camera from the outside of the train at the window. The conductor also told me to, like, kinda stop doing it, too. So, yeah. Maybe that's a bit of a violation of a rule. But it was fun doing so. Guess I'm a delinquent now.
I'm just incredibly relieved.
Not 6 hours, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Gotta get those in the cold sack.
Actually, this reminds me of when we were really close on the ski lift and the guy broke his leg.
Yeah. That was a pain as well.
We have to wait here.
Darn.
Soon we managed to get into Oakland before midnight Pacific time.
Sorry.
How you doing, Gina?
Good yourself.
Okay, for you guys.
Yeah.
It's been a lot. This has been one of the longest 1 or 2 hours of my life. Fresh, crisp evening air. I really need this.
We would eventually wait a bit for an Uber or Lyft to take us all the way to the hotel in San Francisco that we stayed at. Honestly, I've seen a few statistics that labeled Oakland as a dangerous city in America, but for some reason we did not get attacked. But I was still kind of worried. Still, could be worse. We could be in Stockton right now, and Stockton is kind of worse than Oakland is. As the train departs, I would like to mention that statue that is at the station. That statue is for a man named C.L. Dellums, a co-founder of the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters. I don't think I'll be able to do justice for what the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters did in just 1 minute or what, more or less. But long story short, it formed because of a whole lot of issues relating to racism and the fact that a lot of Pullman Company employees were black, as well as the fact that being a porter wasn't that glamorous of a job back then. Still, it is an interesting topic, and I think you should learn a little bit about it too. I'm still trying to learn about it myself. As the train departed, I at the time seriously thought that that was my last time being on the Genesis, because this trip was... because the last time I took an Amtrak trip was 3 years prior to 2021 and 2018, and I thought it would be years before I would take another. But I would be proven wrong. For now, though, we would head to a hotel in San Fran, and the next day, we will be riding the Caltrain. But for now, I'm a bit tired of editing this, so I'm stopping here.
Pacific, roll on, from Chicago to the Rockies, America's your home. Portland to New Orleans, all along the Golden Crest. Southern Pacific, spirit that won the West.